Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I've got a doozy for you today. This will be the third series that I'm starting. We got the Riverbend Springs, obviously, and then we got the BTO series. Well, this is the third iteration that I'm going to try to do. This would be my Friday's episodes. Obviously, it's not Friday, so I apologize about that. Had a little technical difficulty, and but yeah, you'll be asking yourself, why are we standing out in the middle of nowhere? Well, there's nothing around. Well, I found me a 16x map, and as you can see, we got the old John Deere 410 8R back there, and then the base game cultivator. Now, what could we be doing? Well, I seen this map and I liked it, and as far as I know from what I can see, I'm gonna be able to do what I want to do. Subject to change, but I'm pretty sure this map will be able to do it. This is a 16x map, and it's flat. There's nothing. Off over yonder, over there is some fields that you can't see. I'm gonna build my home area to scale as best as I can. Now here we do miles, and then this one we're gonna do meters. So I'm gonna, if you look down, I've got the mini map up there. I'm at, those numbers are in meters. So a mile on this map is going to be, I'm going to make it 1,000 meters. Okay, is what I'm going to do. It's pretty much kilometers, because 1 mile 1,609 meters. So to make it easier and to make the math right, I'm just going to do 1,000 meters is a mile. But anyway, enough explaining of that. I hope you get the gist of it, and I hope you like. We are going to jump in here, and first thing is we got to make my road system. Okay, in my area. It's going to be kind of, not the most greatest thing, but it's got to be done. And then we'll fill the fields in as we go. So stay tuned. All right, so let's get in this 08R410. And I'm going to try to create, I've already got it set up to where we are um, doing straight lines at 180. Hopefully it stays that way. I'm going to jump in and lower the plow. I've got it set up for 180 degrees, and we're going to go straight. And we're going to drive like this for a little bit. And there's going to be a lot of time lapsing in this, so yeah, it's going to be doing straight lines for roads. And I picked this one because, it's about probably pretty close to the width of the dirt road around here. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy this. It's something different. I don't see a lot of people doing this. Um, until I can find somebody to actually make a map in my hometown area, this is going to have to suffice. But I figured it'd kind of be a little bit better to, do when we're actually building it and you can see the process of it and see new things as they develop, We ain't got a lot of, buildings, assets, and all of that. But they'll come, and That's what's going to make this series, I think, last a little bit. And we get updates. We'll be changing stuff. It is what it is. But I really do hope you all enjoy this. It's gonna take a lot of pride and time into this, and I'm gonna do the best I can. This is definitely gonna be quality over quantity. So again, I hope you enjoy. We're gonna get after it. I'm gonna shut up, and we're gonna get this AKA road um, built. Alrighty, so we got to our first mile section. I'm gonna try to do kind of like this first section. I've got to do, and I ain't gonna get into why I got to do it. It's just my baseline because I've made this like back on 22. I did this exact same thing, and for my own personal, and I've got to do it a certain way. And we're going to do a mile and a half section at a time. This first one's kind of goofy, but we are just going to do it. So we're at 6,000 and 6,000 on that portion, and we are going to go till we get to where the numbers are going down this way. So we're going to go down to 4,000, and then we're going to make a big old loop, and then I'll start kind of putting in the fields. So again, hope you enjoy. Here it is. Alrighty, so we're getting close here to 4,000 or 5,000. What is what I'm looking at? We're gonna go a little bit past. That way I can keep a straight line because I had GPS on that one. And doing this, you know, it's weird. We'll go a little bit past, and then we'll come back over here to turn around, and we're gonna come back to 5,000 as close as we can. Okay, we're going to turn sharp. Then I need to crank it back over to 0 and line it up. Now obviously 0 on this map would be north, but on how I'm building this would actually be facing east. Okay, there it is. We'll drop that down. I'm at 0. A lot of tech. When just building the road systems, it's going to be pretty technical with getting everything square, and it'll make sense. I know it's a little hard to understand right now, but it'll make sense. But we're going to get back to it, and like I said, we're going to time lapse a lot of this road making stuff because it's not important except for getting the map, kind of draw it out. But we'll come back to it when we get this section done. Alrighty, so here's where it gets goofy, alright? So we went a little past. So this is why I'm coming back in. We hit 7,000 meters this way. So we're going to turn around. And we're going to cut back into it. Because this is actually a T. But the road doesn't continue to go straight through there. We need to go to 270. Exactly. And I'll come back and get that. And get lined up. Now this one part, this is why I came back to it. Come on, 270. There we go. So this portion, this part of the road is only going to be a half mile. Because it kind of does a little jog the way the fields are set up here. So it gives it a little bit of a uniqueness. And like I said, I think y'all are going to enjoy this. Once the map gets a little bit built, you know, it'd be cool trying to figure out where exactly I'm at and everything like that based on what I build. Because I'm going to be going off of Google Maps too. So if you wanted to follow along on that, per se, you could. Try to figure out, you know, kind of get an idea of what I'm building, and you guys can judge me on how good and how close I get it. So yeah, I think it'll be a neat series and be a lot of interacting with it for sure. And I'm going to take great pride in this because it is my, home area. So I've got to be pretty cool. And then it looks like I got an elevated deal here in front of me. Might have to paint and terraform. Make it flat. Yeah, of course. I couldn't have been a little bit more to the right. Oh well, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and pause for the cause right here, and we will get in and do construction real quick. Zoom in. And I want to ground level. Brush strength L. There we go. We need to make this flat because we don't need it at all elevated. That'll be something to see how far this goes. Oh, that ain't no good. Why is it doing that? Wonder what the map builder was building right there to do that. Oh, and it did flatten it. There's a little bitty hump there, but it is okay. Alright, so let's get back after it. Got 200 more meters to go before we need to cut back to the map on the going west. 99, 500. Go back to 170. Or 180, sorry. I was thinking 270. Like I said, this is why I start with this section, because usually this map, or my map, I guess, is usually going to be mile section by mile section, and you got quarters and half sections of field and everything like that. And they got their own characteristics with the trees and stuff, so it's not boring. But this little section here is the only different one. And it kind of goofy how it's, I don't understand necessarily why it was made like that, but it is. And yeah, so. But we're going to come up to 6,500, and then we're going to jog to the right and link up with that road over there that we already made. So that'll be kind of the start of this little area. And then we'll get into that. I'll stop the road building at that point, and we'll go into actual field making. I don't know how many fields we'll make in this episode. Just kind of want to do a starter pilot series on this and see what y'all think. Alrighty, so we are getting back to the original road here, and this tees off. Okay, we are going to lift up, and I'm going to pull the tractor off over here because we are done with the road system. So it's kind of show you what we got going. Let it save here. You kind of see here, this is be the first mile section. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good. You know, this will be all fields, and there's a whole bunch of fields and houses in here, and there's fields and houses both over here. It'll make sense to you. But this is the first section that I'm going to mess with, and we're going to start in this section right here. Got to add some trees right here to this corner. And go to construction. Now, I've never added trees in this game, so there we go. There's trees. And money's going to be no object on this. I am going to cheat money. I got to find the right trees that I want to use. What is this? This is a large box elder, service downy, golden ring. Don't know what that is. Old oak. That'll work for me. And how do we rotate the tree? Change tree size. Oh, that's cool. That I'd like. 25 props to you on that. So we are going to go to here. And I'm going to get a big plow because, want make this go quicker, obviously. So we're going to get the big John Deere out. Max horsepower, all that. US version, yes. No plate. Okay, we're going to buy that. Wherever the buy button, there it is. Yes. Okay, and then we are going to go back and we're going to get the plows. Or, sorry, it'd be cultivators. And I want it to be a plow. No plate. Okay. Buy that. Now let's see if it does the same thing as the last one on this map. And it did. So this might be fun. There we go. Pick that up. Drive on over here. It's going to be a little bit, so we'll come back to it when I get over there. Alright, so we're coming up to the tree, so this is kind of what it'd look like from the ground level. I should have went to the smaller size, because those seem taller, but that's alright. It's for visual. And we're going to come down here, because there's two fields in here. There'll be one big one over here, one big one here, and then there's a little bitty one off over in here. So we're going to go down here and start back up, going to, well, reverse where I'm going right now, which would be to the east. Okay. And right here. I'm going to unfold this. And while it's doing that, we're going to get lined up here. I'll make the outline of this big field. And we need to be at 90. And this field will actually extend a little bit farther this way, but for this purposes, as you can see my road up there, the dark spot up there, I'm going to line this up with that for a reason. And I need to get 90 degrees. Come on now. There we go. Close enough. And we got to allow create fields on, I do believe. Nope, we got to do that. Lower that down. And it's not. Why is it not? Why? There we go. There we go. And we are going to get after it. pulling about 7 mile an hour. So I will definitely time lapse this, and we will come back to it when the outline's done. Well, alrighty, everybody. So there's the outline of this field. I'm looking at how much time I've got invested in just this little bit, and it's going to be. It takes a little bit. I'm going to try to speed it up through time lapse process, obviously, but I think that'd be a pretty good episode. You see the first field here, the outline of it, and everything like that. And I'm just curious how you guys feel about it and everything like that. So I'm going to stop right there and make that its episode. And judging by the views and the likes and everything in the comments, so whether we're going to keep going with this series or not, I'm going to do this regardless. But I'd like to take y'all along. I'll end up filling this field in, off screen. But yeah, I really enjoy this. This is going to be kind of like my map around my hometown area. I'm going to make it as exact as I can. And I hope y'all enjoy. So definitely like and subscribe and comment whether you like this series or not, if you would like to see more of it. But again, I'm Cowboy Cole. We are not here for a long time. We are here for a good time, and I will see you next time.